Now you can hear me, but it's very bad, so just give me a second. Thank you for letting me know. There you go. Hello everyone. I had some issues. Sorry for that. So I took this short, but I don't believe it's a good idea. I just got very excited because I started the day green. I bought here, I sold here, and I just saw, yeah, that's good. That's fine. It was half the size that I wanted to trade on today anyway. So let me just show you the trades again. So what I noticed after the CPI, we had a seek for liquidity inside this BC, this fair value gap. Meanwhile, here we had breaker and another breaker here. I missed this move, but as the price was going up, I was like, wait, this is a breaker in itself as well. So let's just try it. So I bought right here at the bottom. I sold one on the way into the middle of this week. And the third one, I sold it right here at the high. I don't want to hold on longs for too much because right now, look, we have 3 high deviation, 1, 2, 3. So my idea would be I would still like to try to short an inversion fair value gap and basically attack this triple bottom. That's my plan for the day. And statistic wise, let me show you. So yeah, this is my PNL 100 for the day. So statistically, 67% of the CPI days turn red if the 8:30, the news candle, 15-minute candle, is green. So basically, the New York session will close the opposite of the news, which means if during the first 15 minutes of the CPI news release we are green, the New York session will be bearish. 1 out of 3 instances or 2 out of 6 in the past 6 months. That being said, today we're going to be bearish. Obviously, we can end up in a scenario where we're going to fall into that 33% chance. However, coupled with the fact that we are plus for the day and this candle is already getting quite interesting, I'm going to consider shorts for a brief period of time. Coming back down to these lows is not an issue. They can still close somewhat bullish. So statistics aside, I would still look at these relative equal lows over here. Yeah, I'm gonna be bearish-ish. I would look for a correction. I would like to see a correction. Not gonna fight the trend. We have already a win in the bag this morning, so I will just stay chill. And on top of everything, we have earnings. In my experience, earnings are very difficult to trade because all the price action is going to be very focused on the news that will be released either before the market or after the market. So if you have a big company that is going to release earnings in the afternoon, the market can be very choppy until those numbers come in. So the market will be very dependent on what happens after closing, which makes it a very unfriendly environment for a day trader. With that being said, let's look which kind of earnings do we have today. Calendar. I make this bigger. I don't understand why. Sorry. For some reason, it's very laggy and I'm trying to... Yeah, I cannot see the market cap in entirely. Let me see if I do like this. No. Is it acting up? Right, okay. So what we're looking at is the market cap. The higher, the more impact. We don't have anything today. Let's see for the week. I don't know how to select the week. I am using a different tool for earnings. So this is the first time I'm looking at this. But anyway, let's look at the market cap. Reliant, we have American Express, which is important. And so basically we have Charles Schwab as well. Not as much impact. We're gonna need some banks, so very important banks. This week we don't have much going on. I really dislike the fact that I cannot still showing me Thursday. Not happy with what I'm seeing. I'll do it my own way, so I don't waste anyone's time. Perfect. So this week, JP Morgan, Netflix, Johnson Johnson, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, GE Aerospace, Morgan Stanley, Pepsi, American Express, BlackRock. So we're talking about some big names that are affecting the economy. Now, because I'm not looking at what's happening here, I missed this short. Well, I didn't really miss it. It didn't give me an opportunity now, did it? Let's see, 9:30. It's gonna happen soon. But basically what I'm trying to emphasize on is the fact that it's gonna be a rough week. So we're going to keep the size to a minimum. JP Morgan had positive results, plus 16%. Wells Fargo plus 13, and BlackRock plus 11. This is the thing. All-time high sounds like something scary or something that you're trying to pick the top. When you're talking about intraday, yeah, you can short all-time highs, you can short bottoms as well. Sometimes you might be right, sometimes you might be wrong. On a daily, no, I would not short all-time highs because you don't know where is the top, especially with this euphoria that we have in the markets nowadays. So, yeah, no, I would not. You know how much I would like right now to just short this one at the open? Like this. I think I overdid it. Ah. Ah. So what I was talking about is the fact that it doesn't matter if it's all-time highs as much as it matters what you have in market structure and whatnot. So yeah, I don't want to pick tops at the same time. I believe we're overvalued, but still, you cannot anticipate this type of moves. Usually, shorting is a good idea when you're in a premium. At the all-time highs, you're in a premium. But you have to be dependent on other factors as well. Now let's check. While shorting was the idea, we were just a bit too early for that. We don't have a first presentation fair value gap yet. This is a breaker right here. And this is a fair value gap on the 5 minutes. We have SMT with ES, and this short should have been done on ES, to be honest, because it's the weaker link or sister. I don't play any more mind games with the market. We're gonna have a lot of volatility, so every trade will cost a bit more. We're gonna try to snipe it better than we did yesterday. Just give me 2 minutes. So interesting, we have traded inside this inversion fair value gap and now we're trading lower. Well, it's to be expected. We have SMT with ES. I would like very much for us to trade above this 5-minute candle and then short it. That would be ideal. Still don't have a first presentation for a value gap. Yeah, unfortunate we didn't try to short the ES. Look how beautiful was this one. Oh. 106 might be the next target. 88.75 can be a next target. This can be a breaker as well into this 5-minute fair value gap. Okay, I'm gonna try to short this breaker, this 2-minute fair value gap, coupled with the fact that we have this wick over here and the fact that we have all this liquidity that we were talking before. This is an inversion fair value gap as well. On the 1 minute, the CPI candle, we almost touched the half of it. Maybe we're a bit too early to the party at the same time. I believe that if we take this low, we're gonna continue lower. And I'm bearish for the rest of the day, or at least for the morning session. So if we trade inside above these two candles, we're gonna have a breaker, and that's gonna make things confusing. At the same time, we have this CB on the 5 minutes, so maybe we're gonna short this one if it doesn't work right now. Yep. What if I short? Yes. We have a 5-minute fair value gap. Yes, looks more bearish. Is acting like it. Yep. In my opinion, a solid profit target would be this low. Relative equal lows. Maybe that's very optimistic. Let's see how the end day is gonna react. Okay, if we take right now this low, it's a high probability we're gonna continue lower. 60% or something. So all we need to do is to take the low. Yep, baby. I would like this 5-minute to be red, to be a bearish candle. Have relative equal lows. Previous day's high is at 6,315, which is basically below this low. So we can take some off the table here. And then keep the rest. Nasdaq doesn't want to play ball. It's very choppy. We are inside 1 hour. This is a breaker, so I would not be comfortable trading above this candle's high. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. This should be a breaker. Coupled with the fact that we have relatively good lows. We have SMT with Nasdaq. I like what I'm seeing. This 5 minute can be another order block, so I don't really mind it closing green. Very short block, I mean. Choppy day. Choppy day. We're also short in the lows. However, our daily range is a bit higher. It's just difficult. When you have earnings, you have all-time highs, you have triple tops, and we have all this choppiness on the daily. In the next 4 minutes, if we close in the same range and it comes back here again, we need to hold a bit longer than we want. So I would like actually for this 15 minutes to close red, and to take 320. Take one contract off here. Still need to pay my commissions. Hmm. Interesting, we have SMT between micro and mini, which is good. I didn't notice. Nasdaq is starting to follow as well. More happy with the price action on ES. This can be a future breaker. I like how we're closing the 15-minute candle. Taking 315 confirms our trade. And I advise to take a lot of partials there. Reducing our stop loss. 66% chance, no, 60% chance we're gonna go lower moving forward. Now let's see. Hoping to break even. We have only 3 contracts left. Ultimate target is 300, but I'll use 308 as well, and this one as well. Nasdaq still doesn't have a clear first presentation for value gap. The price is so ugly. This is a fair value gap, but it's a bit too low for me to short it. Plus, we took all this liquidity. Like, I would advise everyone to just be out completely. Nasdaq is being very bullish. Traded inside this 5-minute CB. I like the reaction off of it. I would like for this not to be respected and just for us to take the low. Based on the reaction on this minute's candle, I might take one off or continue. Very important. Okay, I'll take one off for protection, no matter what happens. I still want to live with a win today. Just Nasdaq is acting very, very confusing. You have breaker, but it didn't touch the fair value gap. It's gonna attack most probably these two if it's gonna do that. So even with a 60% chance of continuing lower, I took two partials just to not trade for nothing. Plus we have bullish fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, 30-second breaker. We have a lot of confluences. I like how we're trading off of this, leaving just wicks behind. Well, not ideal anymore. Nasdaq is doing something dirty. Still believe we can be bearish. It's just Nasdaq wanted to come back into this inversion fair value gap, take this to relative equal highs. Meanwhile, we have a lot of fair value gaps left behind, so not really a fan of what I'm seeing. This would be the first presentation fair value gap in my opinion. Printed at 10 o'clock, so ugly price action. Mm-hmm. Ugly. Okay, stopped out now. Touching this breaker in order block, but Nasdaq just wants a bit of drama. Only a miracle would not stop us out now. I believe in miracles. uh, and I like what I'm seeing. Yep. Good choice in terms of instrument to trade today. I'm happy with traded ES. So I would like to see this inversion fair value gap providing resistance together with this one. I don't want this to support the price anymore. And this, I want this candle to be green right now. Instantly, boom. Hmm. Well, I see here a fair value gap, but I see on Nasdaq, I see a breaker inside the fair value gap. So yeah, I don't want to add here. Ugly price action. Yeah, very concerning. The 5 minute candles on Nasdaq and shows signs of bullishness, and I don't like that. Meanwhile, looks like a lot of manipulation, leaving this breakaway gap. But hey, this is a bullish fair value gap inside the breakaway gap. So difficult price action. I'll go grab some water.
Yeah.
We're reclaiming this fair value gap. I don't like that. Leaving a volume imbalance on the 5 minute, that's not good again. What if we short this small fair value gap here? Wrong part. Yes, it's going lower. Let's see. We're gonna have SMT most probably. Just traded inside the 5 minute, which I don't like. But yeah, Nasdaq has been definitely trickier this morning. Meanwhile, ES has been very friendly with us. Ah. Um, like that, but bad entry on my part. So bad. Now I would like honestly to get out of this position and just wait for this stop to be taken again, maybe. I don't like how I got filled. Yes, is reaching new lows. Nasdaq is playing. There you go. I love yes right now. Close to my second target. Nasdaq is following suit. We got stopped out on Nasdaq because of the micro contracts. This fair value gap was respected. This high was respected on E-mini. But hey, What do you mean? It feels easier in terms of what? You're talking about studies versus live price action? Well, yeah. When you watch everything on a piece of paper or, just in hindsight, everything it's easy. But I don't like how this is behaving. I'm gonna close it. It depends on this 1 minute candle what it's gonna do. It's too much headache, and it's 10:36. I would like already for this pair to have a direction like yes already took the low. So basically what yes wants to do right now is just attack this low right here. Meanwhile, Nasdaq, it didn't even take the 10 o'clock low. Like, it's ridiculous. Nasdaq in one candle is just going to be zoop, and that's it, if that's going to happen. So be ready for that. Yes, it's just going to my targets. Very friendly. Nasdaq, no. If we take this candles low, I'm moving to break even, and I'm just done with this. Yes, it's just putting on a clinic. Meanwhile, we're struggling for $100 on Nasdaq. It's ridiculous. Yes, right now it's just trading in a CB, in a fair value gap in order to go lower. Nasdaq is just trading inside this inversion fair value gap, but I have a headache for real. Can we please do some damage? Please. Damage. Not my account. Oh. Too old for this. I don't have patience for Nasdaq today. Nasdaq is like that chick that plays hard to get. Like a mistress that you know she's gonna give it to you, but still, you need to work hard. Yes, please. Speed, sir. For 6. Moving the stop loss. 1. Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. Ridiculous. Yes, please. Take me out of my misery. Look how dirty they did us here. It can be a rejection block. Trading back inside this fair value gap. But yeah. 1046. 6. Too late already, so I don't want this to become an inversion fair value gap. This is ridiculous. Hmm. I'm done with this price action. Let it do what it wants to do. I'm really not in the mood for games. I recovered most of my previous loss on Nasdaq, so it's okay. I took another one off. I just don't like the price action, so I'll just wait for the relatively good lows if that's gonna come. I've been impatient, most probably, but it's already 11 o'clock, so Just a very slow day. Yeah. One more minute, I'll give one more candle basically. It's gonna run, let it run. I'm fine. Oh, what a day. We still have to chase 301, so be patient. That's the next target. 250 in the back today. Difficult day, but we made it. Maybe we got out too early in some instances, but at the same time, we had a very difficult price action. So I believe we've been extremely patient. Not razor cut precision, but still good day overall. Yep. 375 is the most likely next target. It's CPI, so let me just look at the day. I don't see it out of the question chasing 270. I find it probable. Considering Nasdaq still has a long way to go, chasing 996. And that would be the Asian low. So today can be a very bearish day. That can happen. It's a high resistance day. Yeah, this is just the beginning, most likely. Yeah, we're gonna take the 300s. So we're taking Asian low on ES. Nasdaq is very bullish. I mean, in comparison, we're still very high in comparison to ES. We're having a big SMT. Dow Jones is following, so today Nasdaq is late, very late. If you have any questions, address them now. Otherwise, I think I'll be done for the day. Good win. We worked a bit for it in a sense, but we've been profitable. Not gonna get upset. I could have earned another 100. It's okay. Still good, real money, gentlemen. This is real money. We are 600 for the week. I can pay the utility bills and groceries for 2 weeks or a month even. I'm happy with it. Let me check Nasdaq. Yeah, ES is following. Gonna be a big candle most probably. Expect that. That's it. See you tomorrow. Take care. Peace.